Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Moments with Valda. Today I'm going to speak about advice, receiving counsel. We are receiving wisdom, we are receiving knowledge, we are receiving experience from someone who is knowledgeable, who's experienced in whatever situation we are going through, someone who is able to relate with exactly what we are facing. So to seek advice is not wrong because we don't know what to do. We are not able to fix whatever we are going through. So we are seeking wisdom, we are seeking knowledge, we are seeking experience from people who are highly experienced, who have gone through these things, to be able to help us, to enlighten us, to guide us exactly as to what we can do when we are going through this, or how to deal or how to handle situations and circumstances that are very sensitive. So it is not wrong for us to seek advice because we don't know what to do. It is in human nature. We are not able to run away from it. Some situations and circumstances will always make us to talk to other people, to speak to a therapist, to speak to a counselor, to speak to our relatives, to speak to our friends about exactly what is happening with us. But it is very important for us to know exactly who is the person who you are seeking advice from. Sometimes we seek advice from people who don't have any idea of what you're going through, or they might even be able to relate with what you're going through, but you don't know their deep intentions, what they are thinking about you. So at that sensitive moment, they can tell you something which can break or which can make you. And based on that decision, based on that advice, if you end up taking a decision based on a wrong advice, you will be the one regretting. And they will tell you at the end of the day, I just told you, I was not telling you this so that you can go and do it. I didn't say go and leave your husband. I didn't say go and leave your job, go resign. I didn't tell you that. So it's very important when we are facing situations, when we are feeling like we are overwhelmed, we are feeling like we cannot anymore deal with the situation, we cannot carry it anymore, it is heavy, it is a burden, it is not making us to sleep in the night, it is giving us restlessness, we don't have peace within ourselves. It is either best to seek advice from people who are godly. But also when you are seeking advice from godly people, you have to have the spirit of discernment so that you will not go to the wrong person who will end up broadcasting everything or end up speaking about you in a wrongly way, or who can end up giving you wrong advice which can even make things worse. Or you can seek a clinical psychologist or a therapist, someone who has a work ethic which is trustworthy, who is loyal, in whom you can be able to confide, in whom you can be able to share the most sensitive, the most painful situations, knowing that you can be rest assured that this person will lead you on the right path. So when we are speaking about advice, it is not wrong to seek advice. It is not wrong to share with people what you're going through so that they might also give their input and say, no, why don't you try this? Why don't you do it like this? I was also going through something like this, but I managed to do it. But I managed to do it the right way. I was going through a similar situation, but I did A, B, C, and D from a point which is correct. Instead of being advised wrongly and you take that decision and you end up regretting, it is also wise to seek advice, but be very discerning, be able to distinguish between this advice which you are receiving. Will this person be able to imply what they are telling me to do in this circumstance? Will they be able to do it if it was them? So you must always try to put yourself in the position or in the shoe of the person whom you are asking advice from. Try to put yourself in their position and see if it was them, will they be able to do what they are telling you to do? Is it exactly how they are going to handle that very same situation? And it is very wrong to seek advice from people who have no idea. They don't know from their left to their right. They have no idea. So it is wrong to ask advice from them. They can just give you wrong advice. And especially when you also seek advice, see to it, see it in your heart. How does this advice sit with me? Is it a very constructive advice? Is this thing helping me? How do I feel in my spirit? How do I feel in my heart? Am I at peace with what this person is telling me? And what are the motives? Even if they are giving me this advice, what are the motives? Many people have been betrayed and have been deceived just by seeking advice from wrong people. You can seek advice from your best friend. You can think, this is my best friend, this is my bestie. You tell her your problems in your relationship, in your marriage, whatever you are going through, which is very sensitive. And you end up finding out that they are the root cause of everything that is happening to you. At the end of the day, you will find out the problems in your marriage, the problems in your life, maybe at the job that you are having. They are the ones sabotaging you. So at the end of the day, you will be the one regretting. So it is always wise, before you open up to someone, before you confide and tell them, no, I'm going through this and this and this, what do you think? How can you help me? What can I do in this case? How can I be able to overcome this? It is better for you to look at the person who you are asking to help you, so that they will not lead you, mislead you, give you advice that can totally destroy your whole life, and you will regret it. And they will at the end of the day tell you, no, it's not what I was meaning. I was saying like this, but you took it like this. So let us be wise. But one thing that I will advise us, that I will tell us in this video is, if you really want advice, it's better you speak to someone who is wise, someone who's got so much wisdom, someone who is also spiritual, like someone who is spiritually connected to God, someone who can also advise you from the point of what God would want you to do, so that you would not be misled. Guys, this is where I end. This is where I stop the video, and I wish you well. I wish you more love, I wish you light, and I wish you peace. Guys, if you want me to speak about anything else, you are feel free to comment in the comment sections. You can just give me there something, and then I will look at it and I will go deep into it. Do not forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe, and to also show me some love. I love you. Bye.